Yo, what up, family? It's your dog, the Ultra Melanite, coming to you live and direct once again from Charleston, South Carolina, aka the Holy City. And today we are going to be discussing the occult grammar behind politics and answering the question, why are so many black Americans Democrats today? All right, since we doing democracy, let's start with that first as our grammar lesson. Democracy comes from demo and kratos. Demo is to break apart or to divide, and kratos is power. So democracy is to break apart power or to divide power. Similar words that can be used as references is demolish, demon, demigod, demonstrate, demotic, demograph, demote, epidemic, pandemic, endemic. The definition for all of these words on the screen. These words all show the relationship between them and the word demos, from the root word da, which is to divide, and depending on the context could imply division or the breaking up of people or some other object, as in the word demolish, which denotes breaking apart anything, you dig me? So democracy can be looked at in two ways, as most things should be looked at. You can't just look at things one way, all right? Democracy can be looked upon as dividing the power among the people, which is how most people view the subject, or it can be looked upon as breaking apart the power of the people, which is how we see it here at the village, since the whole is greater than the sum of its parts, you dig me? And because in most cases the word demo denotes a breaking down of something that was whole and then became broken down into smaller pieces, as in demolishing a building. If you had a building and you demolish it, it was whole and you demolish it into little pieces. Other words, you can also see the same thing, such as demigod. You take a god and you cut him in half and now you got a demigod. Or the word demon. You take a man and you cut him in half and now you got a demon. You dig what I'm saying? Next, let's do the word republic. It's from the word res, which means entity, and the word publis, or people. So to us, it literally means the entity of the people, or the people, and represents the system that allows people to elect representatives to represent them in their common view. And by doing so, they are a more consolidated unit, at least grammatically speaking, you dig? Republicans form the opposition to the Democrats in America, as the government is a democratic republic, which is an openly feudalistic ideal. You dig me? So look at that. Our government is openly feudalistic, meaning it requires constant quarreling, fighting, or feuding to operate. Sounds crazy to me, man. I don't think things should operate by constant fighting, but people accept this ideal. Anyway, in this system, people generally vote for candidates to represent them. So let's do the word candidate. The word candidate is from the word can, which means to shine, and it turns into the word candide, as in candid camera, which is to make white, which forms into the word candidate, which means the white-robed people. So check that out, you know what I'm saying? The word candid, if you ever wondered what the word candid camera means, go look it up. It means to make white. When you vote for a candidate, you are making them white or pure through your vote, giving them people power, you dig? So even the word candidate itself has some occult grammar behind it, you dig? Lastly, let's do politics itself. When you hear the word politic, our mind should already be making correlations between this word, politic, and other words like pole, policy, polarity, polish, polite, police, as they are all pretty much the same word. Let's break it down, you dig? These words all come from first the word polar or polarity, and that's dealing with opposite ends of the axis, all right? From polarity, we get the word polis, as an acropolis or metropolis, and as you can see on the screen, means an enclosure, fort, a citadel, a penitentiary, and literally means a fort commanding a group of people, or in layman's terms, a city. So polis means city, and a city is a fort commanding a group of people that are called citizens. The fort that controls your group of people is called city hall or town hall. Town is just another snooty name for city, you dig me? From the word police, we get the word polish, or to make smooth, or to make uniform, you dig? From that, we get the adjective polite, which literally means polish. From polite, we get the word politic, which literally means pertaining to the order of public affairs, and from politic comes the word policy, or the guidelines for your politeness. Thus the term politically correct and polite have the same connotation. It is the same word. From policy, we get the word police, where Their job is to make sure that people are following the policy. If not, they take you to jail. You dig what I'm saying? Hopefully what you take from this word politic is that it is a word that tells you that they are controlling you. It's a word totally tied to the word control. As you should already know if you watched any of my last videos, the word government itself means mind control. All right, these people telling you exactly what they doing to you. They telling you what time it is, and you still submit to them, to their ideals anyway. But that was just a quick grammar lesson on some of the political occult grammar words before we get started into answering the question as why are so many black people Democrats. All right, dig it. Hope y'all enjoy the video. So why are so much of us black folks Democrats? Hell, we couldn't even vote up until 1965, and we guessing that since a Democrat granted voting rights to the black folks, y'all just stuck with it, not realizing that it break apart y'all power, making y'all weaker than before, and not realizing that maybe the Democrats granted y'all voting right just to give them a little bit of power over their counterpart, the Republicans. It was a war strategy, if you ask us. You dig what I'm saying? And why would you want to be a part of a system that destroyed your ancestors, destroyed your history, your voice? This country was founded by aristocrats. Do you know what that means? The word aristocrat literally means Aryan power or white power. Thus the slogan white power comes from the word aristocrat. Aristocrat's just a fancy way of saying white power. You're not an Aryan, so you should not support aristocracy. Any voting we do should be amongst our people for things that benefit us as a whole. You dig me? Their political system is Satan or Saturn worship, from the judge's hammer to the election, which gives power to El, to the stars and the great seal, which forms Saturn's cube. We should not be a part of that, big homies. The black American needs a more conservative approach in order to conserve our ways of life. America is a corporation ran by merchants who look at us as nothing but fodder or food or resource. This world is ran by merchants for control of the resources, and each government institute is a corporation in charge of dispersing those resources through the aristocracy, or what we said it was, white power. You dig what I'm saying? Which this government was founded upon. Black people wasn't meant to be a part of this system, but like dummies, we fight to be a part of this. Dred Scott decision deemed that black people weren't even citizens. That's cool with us here at the village. We don't want to be. You dig what I'm saying? Black people couldn't vote, so we had no say in the rules that govern or control us. The word Congress itself signifies a sexual union, like a big old orgy. But that's what you vote for. When you think of Congress, you got to think of that as like some big old nasty orgy they got going on. And we deal with grammar here. You dig me? And the word Congress denotes a sexual union. That's a bunch of people to be part of a sexual union. Both them party was founded without our consent and do not uphold our morals. But you say we have to choose from one of these dominant parties, Democrat or Republican. You dig me? Come on, Z. Integration was one of the worst things that happened to us, but we'll get more into that at a later date. Peace for now. Hopefully you learned that the word Democrat means that they literally break up the power, and that this government is designed to classify our people as slaves, fodder, food, a resource, non-citizen, or like an animal, cattle. You dig me? Learn your grammar, homies. Quit trying to fight for things that that's not empowering you, is making you weaker. You know how long these people been snatching our children from us for a bag of weed? You know how much people separated from their family for drugs? Who gets to make that decision? I feel sorry for them Mexican at the border, you dig me? But I feel even sorrier for my people who've been getting ripped apart from their family by this wicked government. How about let's band together and let's go ahead and break this down. Peace out, baby. Hope y'all enjoyed this. Rock on.